Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this mission today. We are thrilled to launch our newest traveling exhibit, Above and Beyond, in partnership with our friends at TE Connectivity, who suited up as the presenting sponsor team to help bring this exciting opportunity to our community. Above and Beyond celebrates the power of innovation to make dreams take flight. This 5,000 square foot traveling aerospace exhibit features immersive simulations, interactive design challenges, iconic historical touchstones, and visionary concepts for the future, with inspiring stories from game-changing innovators, both past and present. Packed with fun, interactive challenges, immersive media presentations, and inspiring stories, this large-scale exhibit will invite you to experience what it takes to make the impossible possible. We invite our guests to explore experiences that change our lives and transform our world. Whitaker Center has been a beacon of education, innovation, and inspiration for 25 years. In addition to our permanent learning opportunities, new exhibits enrich our visitor experience and help to prepare the next generation of innovators and thinkers, making Whitaker Center a destination for learning and discovery. Over the course of the 12 weeks we have this exhibit in residency, we will host hundreds of students on educational field trips and offer them the wonders of Above and Beyond. As our community grows and changes, it is also crucial that Whitaker Center is accessible and welcoming to everyone. We embrace the diverse demographics of our guests, and we're excited to launch another fully bilingual exhibit with Above and Beyond. So, si hablas español, ven y explora con nosotras. It is now my pleasure to welcome Matt I'm not going to say this right. Macalonis, thank you. Macalonis, Engineering Fellow in Aerospace, to share some remarks with our presenting sponsors, TE Connectivity. Thank you, Matt.
So my name, again, is Matt Macalonis, and I'm an Engineering Fellow. So you might wonder what that is. But I work very closely with our aerospace customers and also customers like Boeing. And I started my career with AMP about 30 years ago. And at that time, I worked right down the street on Paxton Street in Harrisburg from the building that Uncas Whitaker worked, right down the street from that. So I imagine he would be very proud today about our legacy that we're continuing to support with TE Connectivity. TE Connectivity acquired AMP in 1999, and along with AMP, there were a lot of great acquisitions that enable aerospace. Some of our brands include Raychem, which makes the wire and cable, Hartman and Kilovac, which make the power switching devices, Deutsch and other connector companies that TE acquired over the years that are fundamental solutions for aerospace and connectivity. We have a very strong product portfolio that has a clear leadership position in many, many industrial markets, including aerospace. So when I look back at my history at TE, I'm proud to say I've been fortunate to work with a lot of great engineering and great customers that have transformed over the years what flight looks like. Millions of us who use airplanes, jets, toy drones, and things that transport us today, even in the future, electric air taxis for commercial, private, or even military needs. So when I look to the future of aerospace, I can tell you that there are scientists, engineers, mathematicians, and inventors already looking at how we travel through the clouds and even live above and beyond them. And not sure if you watched yesterday, there was a big spacecraft that may be taking us to Mars one day. So really, really great. So air travel can be anything from a hobby to cargo to military use. And if you think about how many airplanes are in service today, there are over 25,000 aircraft commercially in service, and 10,000 of those are with Boeing, made by Boeing, commercially used. So our technology has been essential for flight and sustainability. And we go back to supporting AMP, back to even to World War II, to help in some of those missions. And also the Apollo 11. We had the cables that hooked up the cameras for the Apollo 11 moon lander missions. So a lot of exciting innovation to come even in the future. So when you think about when you're flying, in some of our large aircraft, we're flying over 300 people, often across the ocean, and you're comfortable, you're entertained, you're fed, sometimes you can sleep. You take for granted how that works, but that's where TE Connectivity's products help to make that. So hopefully you can get some time to explore this interactive exhibit. I hope I've inspired maybe some future engineers in the crowd. I see a couple maybe future engineers here, but if you work for TE, I hope you have a sense of pride in what you've been able to enable in the business of flight. And one last thing I'd like to mention is TE's commitment to STEM. So part of our association with museums like this for science is we have a goal to reach 10 million STEM students with science and technology. And I'm pleased to say we're about halfway there. So if you work for TE, have a sense of pride today. And I would like to thank you for the opportunity to represent TE Connectivity. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you again to our friends at TE Connectivity. That history lesson reminds us that without the Whitakers, there probably would be no Whitaker Center. And so we're very appreciative of all that you have done as a partner and all that you continue to do for us to introduce STEM to the next generation of thinkers and innovators. It is now my pleasure to welcome Representative Nate Davidson, our newly elected House Representative here in our district, to share a few words as well.
Thank you, Mary, and I'll keep my remarks brief. I know I'm the last thing between our future engineers and exploring the exhibit today. My name is State Representative Nate Davidson. I'm proud to represent right here in the downtown city of Harrisburg, but also Midtown and Uptown and parts of the West Shore. I'm just here to congratulate and celebrate the Whitaker Center on another successful partnership, and thank Mary and her team for bringing this wonderful exhibit here to future engineers and many other students across our region. You know, Whitaker is one of the crown jewels of our city and our region here in Harrisburg, and as mentioned before, really a beacon of education for students all across the region. And what a great regional partner we have in TE Connectivity. I just want to lift them up as a job creator for family-sustaining jobs that are moving our communities forward as we explore new frontiers in space, hopefully someday, but right here in the Harrisburg region. So I just wanted to thank them and lift them up as a great regional partner. You know, I'll just end with one last note. I grew up here coming to the Whitaker Center as a little kid, both when it was over in Strawberry Square and when it moved over here to its permanent home, 25 years ago? 25 long years ago. And as I'm raising my family here in the city of Harrisburg, I'm looking forward to bringing my kids here to learn and explore and find new things that excite them. So I just wanted to lift up Whitaker Center again as a crown jewel in the Harrisburg region. Thank Mary and her team, TE Connectivity, and thanks everyone for being here today.
Thank you, Rep. Davidson. We appreciate your support as well. Additionally, we have several of our board members and a big host of our friends from TE Connectivity who are here. So I know I'm standing between you and getting to go play, and that's certainly the last thing we want to have happen. To close out, I would like to invite my colleague and our Science Center manager, Kristen James, to just share a little bit more about the details of our amazing Above and Beyond exhibit, and then we will let you loose. As you can hear, hopefully above us, some field trips have already entered the building. This is the delight of our day, every day, for the next few months. So, Kristen, come on up.
All right, hi everyone. So as everyone said, thank you for being here today, supporting both our Science Center and this exhibit, Above and Beyond. We're very, very excited to host this exhibit. It's one of the most high-tech and engaging exhibits out there about aviation and aerospace engineering. So of course we were very excited with the opportunity to bring that here to our guests in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's developed with Boeing, and it perfectly aligns with our mission here at Whitaker Center to inspire and educate using science and art. So we are very, very excited, and like Mary said, I'm excited for you to get to explore the exhibit as well. There are too many highlights to name them all, but some of my favorites include the space elevator, which takes you on a journey from the level of the Earth all the way up through the layers of the atmosphere into space. And also the most exciting exhibit here behind me, designing your own jet, picking all the parts, naming it, climbing in a cockpit to fly it, and probably beating my best score, which is 1 minute and 45 seconds. And if you don't beat it, I'm sure those kids upstairs will beat it in a heartbeat. So, if you, as you explore, we encourage you to learn, play, but we also encourage you to bring back your family and friends, share the message. This exhibit's only here for a limited time, till May 25th. We're open Fridays to Mondays to the public from 10 to 5, and we'd love to host you back again, and we'd love to share this exhibit with everyone in our community. So, if you'd like to come visit us, you can get tickets on site or at our website, whitakercenter.org. You can also see all the other amazing things we have going on here in our building and our theater. So again, thank you for being here. And with that, I'm going to turn you loose to play in this Out of This World exhibit. So thank you again.